I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my snapshot overview for you, Capricorn, for the week of May the 25th. Now, there's a lot of activity still happening in your solar sixth house. So this is the area of your day-to-day business and productivity. It's also the area of your health and well-being. So a couple of things here. Before we get on to that, I want to mention that Venus is still in our solar seventh house. So if you're looking for love, and who isn't, then it can certainly come along this week. But there are right through this week, there's a great deal of confusion. So you may not be in control of everything, and we don't like that. The reason why Capricorns like to control everyone else is because it enables us to have more control out of our own lives. So it's not really a power thing. Scorpios are into the power control, but Capricorns just like to get organized. So if we can organize everybody else around us, it allows us to have our own life organized. So that's where the whole control thing comes into Capricorn. So I'm sure I'm not telling you anything new. So needless to say, we don't like it when we're not really in control of what's going on in our life. But there is, in this sixth house, and let's talk about that. We've got Mars in here, so Mars gives us the energy and the motivation to really get on and get things organized. The Sun's here, our most powerful force, and Mercury is here. Now, Mercury is retrograde at the moment. Okay, it did go retrograde last week. It is out of that main disruptive period where it goes through that storm period when it's retrograde direct or retrograde or stationary direct or stationary retrograde, which it was last week. So it's calmed down a little bit this week, but it still is retrograde. So you want to be careful of a couple of things. Firstly, any communications to do with work, make sure that you think about it, think it through. Don't be rushed. There's a certain level of urgency this week that you either put on yourself or other people are trying to put on you. So don't be rushed, bullied, or tempted to do something before you've actually thought it through. Think about it. Sleep on it overnight for a few nights. If you're, going to write something to someone or talk to somebody about something, then I would get it down on paper or, do a draft first, which I often do on my little note thing in my phone. And, just so you don't send things up, because confusion and mistakes and errors can happen. And once you say it or it's there in writing, well, that's it, isn't it? You can't do anything about it. So particularly as we do have Venus, in our opposite house, then it's all about work and love this week, and it's very much about communication. Now, that sixth house area is, as I said, about health and well-being, and this is a great time, particularly with Venus in our relationship area, to have an overhaul. And as many of you have commented, I've had a whole makeover, and I'm planning on this weekend, over the Memorial Weekend here in America, to write down my makeover, because people seem to be interested in that, and I'm going to post that on my Mistress of Astrology pages of what I've done over the last 6 months, a year, to get to this point to do a makeover. I think it's like a midlife crisis, really, but yeah. And I'll also post a notice on my Facebook page, Mistress of Astrology Facebook page as well. So this is a great time for all of us to really update our image and get our personal presentation right, and to do a makeup and just to feel fabulous about ourselves, okay? Now, the family and around the home there's a certain amount of independence as well that you want to keep in your life. But, as I just said to Sagittarius, it's great to be independent, but if you want a relationship, then you're going to have to make some compromises, okay? So I'm going to say that to us as well. All right, have a great week. By the end of the week, over the weekend, when the Sun conjuncts Mercury, things start to straighten out, make more sense, and come together. So don't try to force anything through this week. See how it pans out, and you'll be a lot happier and a lot more settled by the weekend, okay? Love and luck to you. Thanks for watching. See you next week.